Welcome to Batman Adventure, a custom motion simulator ride built from the ground up to try and capture some of that magic from our childhoods at Movie World. But before we start, I gotta show you the whole build first. One day I was browsing YouTube and found old footage of the ride screens used during the show, pretty much around the same time Planet Coaster dropped the Mega Flying Feeder. So I acquired the footage and booted up the game, and I mean, it worked fine, but how could I go over the top and silly like I always do? Plus this thing is massive. So I scrapped it and got to work. Now, finding information and ride layouts from a ride built in 1992 were very hard to find, but thankfully a rethemed version is still running in Germany. The video itself is in really bad shape. I think 720p is the best quality I can find, so do take all of this into account during this part, but if you're not familiar, it used to sit inside the now Justice League building, so let's try and go over the show. Guests queue here outside Wayne Manor and enter into the library following a tour guide. They open a secret bookcase revealing an entrance to the Batcave, where guests are split up and moved into 4 groups before entering the cave greeted by an animatronic Batman himself. He then guides you to one of 4 different Batships waiting nearby, and the show truly starts, but I'll save that part for later. It turns out creating a fully custom motion simulator ride of my own proved to be very difficult, so I decided to work backwards. It sits on the new radial moving platform so the vehicle would jump around perfectly during the show, and it's basically put together with a simple shape, curved screen, the interior inside filled with chairs and other theming, but once done I could move on to the loading platform designed with 2 fake Batships. The whole platform it sits on moves backwards during the show to allow full movement from the ride vehicle, which uses a fake tunnel system in a mini telescopic arrangement so it's out of the way when not needed. The same setup is used for the exit to extend and retract the same way. Copying the 2 other ride vehicles was easy, and with a simple roof and walls this section was complete, allowing me to move on to the Batcave. And this is where my own spin really started to take shape due to the limits of pieces in Planet Coaster 2. So I set up knowing I wanted a Bat computer and of course the Batmobile, all to be revealed during the show as I couldn't animate Batman how I wanted. Thus continues my terrible sculptures of Batman himself. But he sits in a simple caved room with some cool lights and effects to be programmed in ready for the pre-show. Next was the section in between the mansion walls and the Batcave, so I wanted it to be creepy but grand with the high ceilings. This is where the guests are sorted into ride vehicles with a little electronic gate for a pre-show. I then moved into the library and the limitation of pieces started to hit. One bookshelf at one point had 900 books for a single bookcase, and I would need 17 of them, so a simple screen with a random bookshelf image looked fine. I then filled the room with random collectibles, some you might recognise, but once the sliding bookshelf was in place, the pre-show I think we're up to, was now complete and we could move outside. Wayne Manor itself was interesting to build with the actual facade just a painted wall, so yes, I went overboard playing around with different designs but trying to keep to the original look minus all the pink. But with a quick queue area built with tiles and some trees, I think I did an alright job. What do you think? I mean, it's not perfect, but it's kind of like it. The full walkthrough and POV video will be up in the next video on Friday as it's filled with copyrighted music, so it was just easier to upload them separate. I hope you join me for that and I cannot wait to let you download this yourself. Yes, you did hear that right, it will be on the workshop this Friday, so look for the code in that video and download it for yourself. Have a great day and I will see you then.